Hey, Chippewa readers. I am here to talk to you a little bit about your book discussion that's going to happen today. We are going to do a very informal book discussion around our nonfiction book that we have selected or hope to choose. Now, there's a couple things that you're going to need. You're going to need your book or an idea of the nonfiction book that you want to read this quarter. And then also, you're going to need your book talk slides that we worked on a few weeks ago. So go ahead and grab those. Next, you're going to make a copy of this slide, and your teacher will have some directions for you to do that. But you are going to insert this slide here for your nonfiction text talk. Let's talk a little bit about the slide and what you'll put on there. First of all, we want to know the title of your book and the author, and please find an image of the book cover. That's really helpful for all of us when we are trying to get an image and an idea of the book. Next, we looked at 4 different types of nonfiction text last week, and I want you to pick the type that most closely resembles your book. Questions for discussion. These are the questions that I want you to be prepared to discuss in your group. And you can modify them a little bit if it turns out that you don't have your book yet or you don't have a title. Why did you select this book? Or what kind of book do you want? Explain what you hope to learn from the book. Describe issues or complex problems that you think might be in the content of the book. And then lastly, what do you know about the author of the book? So you can add additional questions to this and talk about other areas of interest, but at a minimum, if you could cover these in your discussion, that would make a robust discussion. I did an example of this for you, so I can just model for you how to do your book talk. This is my book. It's Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. And the author is Trevor Noah. It's an autobiography, and an autobiography is a narrative nonfiction text. Questions for discussion. Why did I pick this book? Well, I find Trevor Noah to be hilarious. So I knew that I would find his writing style amusing. And also, I am fascinated with learning more about racism outside the United States. I feel like I know racism and have a solid background on how it occurs here in the United States, but I lack education on apartheid and how it happens in other countries. So what I hope to learn from this book is more about apartheid in South Africa, which is no longer in law, but when I was growing up, it was. And so I think that it will be enlightening and educational for me to learn about. Some of the complex problems I will encounter in this book, I predict, racism, oppression, hate. I think that I will be able to see a personal view of how these laws oppressed the people of color in South Africa. Lastly, what do I know about the author? I feel like I already answered this question, but Trevor Noah, I have watched on the Comedy Channel, and I think he's hilarious, his show, The Daily Show. But I believe there's a whole other side to Trevor Noah. And so I think about learning about his childhood, his upbringing, and his journey. I will get to see another side of him. So don't forget, while you're listening to these book talks, you should also be taking notes on the presenter, the title of the book, the genre, and give it a rating of whether or not you'd like to read it. So don't forget to complete your book talk guide as you listen and enjoy.